Well, good day to you. Welcome to another exciting edition of our series with Quatro Legal and Howler Magazine as we dive into some of the main issues that face expats. We have another special guest with us today, but first of all, my name's Terry Carlile with Howler Magazine, publishing Costa Rica to the world for the last 26 years now, I believe. And we offer a variety of information from travel and venture to real estate, and Quatro Legal is one of our business partners. So it's a great opportunity for us to come together and mainly provide you what the realistic information can be. So often what expats do for their due diligence is ask a question in Facebook, and then you'll get bombarded with a variety of answers and complaints and all that. This series hopes to help you have informed decisions, current decisions based on laws and availability of various resources. Today with me is Miss Debbie. It's been a while, Debbie. How you been?
I'm doing great, Terry. I so appreciate you doing this with us. It has been a little bit of time since we've done this, but today I think is going to be an exciting episode and talk about Howler Magazine. If that is not a great resource for everyone, if you guys haven't looked at it or seen it or followed Howler, it's fabulous. And you know, we also have our own YouTube channel as well, and I think you do too, don't you, Terry?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
We've had over 300,000 unique readers in the last couple of months. We redid our website, so it's growing and just getting information out to the people. And that reminds me, if you're watching this video and you find it helpful, make sure you hit the like button, share it with your friends. And this is one of those information that you may not be looking for it right now, but it may be something in the near future. So that's why you want to make sure you like it and then share it so you can have it in your listing of ones that you've liked. Because like a lot of things, maybe I'm not looking now, but it may be something later. And you've heard it right here with Howler Magazine and Quatro Legal.
And you know, Terry, the subject of this, the insurance, you know, those are questions people are asking every day. And so that's why this is really an important webinar. And like you're saying, you know, people need to like and subscribe and share, because there's so many people looking for insurance information. And what I didn't know is also you can buy life insurance. So this is going to be a great topic for today. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to share, and the medical industry, medical tourism, even though that's not our topic, it's a huge thing here in I started to say Guanacaste where I live, but in Costa Rica. But this is more on the lines of getting health insurance and life insurance. And with us today, it's happy to bring on Gabriela with BMI. Welcome, Gabriela. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what is BMI?
Okay, nice to see you again, Juan Debbie. And Terry is the first time, right? Okay, my name is Gabriela. As Terry say, I work for BMI. BMI is an American company, actually, but BMI came here to Costa Rica in 2010, and BMI just work for life and health insurance. Okay, so that is specializing in that. The first focus was Latin America and the Caribbean, but over the years it was expanding to Asia and even Europe. Actually, we have offices in Taiwan, but we just work for, as I say, health and life insurance for citizens, for residents, or even persons who are living here in Costa Rica at least 180 days in the year.
Okay, so like I'm here and I'm working on residency and all that, and I don't have insurance, or I'm going to let mine expire in America after I get insurance. Make sure you do that. Don't terminate your insurance until you have new insurance. What can BMI offer me And when it comes, is this just for the private clinics, private hospitals, the insurance?
Yeah, that's correct. That's private insurance. You don't have to go to public services. You can choose between our network here in Costa Rica with the best hospitals or medical centers here in Costa Rica. That's a private insurance.
So BMI is going to be accepted. I don't want to say every single place, but a majority of places, BMI will be accepted.
Yeah, that's correct. We work with the Metropolitan Hospital. It has a lot of clinics or hospitals here in Costa Rica, but I don't know, maybe you know that they have a hospital there in Guanacaste, in Huacas.
Yes.
They have a hospital there in Huacas. It is part of our network.
Okay, so I can go online to BMI. I can look to see what all the different packages are. What are you finding to be one of the most common questions that you get concerning health insurance? And we'll save life insurance for the end. But the health insurance, what's the most questions that people have, expats have, concerning BMI?
Well, what I say, that network, they are always concerned about the network. If it goes, it can go the principal hospital. Yeah, we work with Catholic Hospital, SIM Hospital, Metropolitan, Biblica Hospital, all the main hospitals here in Costa Rica. We work with them, and other medical centers. We have a really big network here. Another thing is about the deductible. What is the deductible? What choices we have for the deductible? And that is one important thing about the question they have for me, or they have for us.
Okay, so I got a variety of things that pick and choose, just like in America. I mean, it's American health insurance. Debbie, what kind of questions are you hearing, especially when it comes to families and it comes to health insurance? What are some things that you're experiencing that people ask about?
You know, people are really concerned about about the insurance, especially, you know, when they're filing for residency. They're not going to be covered with the CAHA right away until they get approved. And as we all know, that's a process. It takes some time. And so they're always asking questions about, you know, where can I get insurance? Where can I get coverage? You know, if a lot of people will keep not so much private insurance coverage in the States when they come to Costa Rica, but they will keep their Medicare just in case they decide to go back for like knee surgery or something that's not an emergency. But they're really concerned about generally a lot of healthcare questions like, how do I access it? Where can I go? You know, what is covered, what isn't, you know, where are the different medical facilities? And so it's just like anywhere, it's a big topic. And so I think that's most of it is not, it's also like for older, you know, folks, the pensionado crowd, worrying about, okay, what are the exclusions? You know, what is it that I'm not going to be covered for?
I'm in that range.
Yeah. So we won't say what age. We'll just say, you know, the pensionado crowd.
Yeah, I remember when I didn't have real health concerns, but now as the sand goes through the hourglass, I've got a few more concerns. And of course, I know there's going to be a rate difference than when I was 35 or 45 to now when I'm older. But it's what are when it comes to BMI, how long have y'all been here in the States, Gabriela? I mean, in Costa Rica?
BMI since 2010.
2010?
Yeah.
14 years, so you're established.
That quarter.
Go ahead, Debbie. You started to say something.
Oh, no, Terry, I was just listening. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought when it comes to like someone who's, what are some, when do I have to, what age is it I have to go get an exam? example, me, I'm in the market for health insurance. I'm living here. I'm going to probably stay here. I qualify for Medicaid, Medicare, or whatever in the States. What are some things I can expect in the application process? I'm 60 something. So walk me through that, Gabriela. Am I going to have to go through so many tests or?
Yeah. Well, actually, we have to fill a form. This form has a test or a questionnaire about your medical history, yours, and you have to say yes or no. If you say me some yes, we have to have more details about it. So then after that, I have to send that to the office, to the evaluation group or evaluation staff. They go to say if everything is okay, or they can ask for more details about your condition, if you have any persistence, or maybe documents, medical documents about it. And we have three options. When the results will be, or you are approved, right? That means that you have all the benefits. And the second is you are approved, but in substandard. That means that maybe you are, they say, okay, this pre-existing will not be covered, okay? But just that, okay? You will have the another benefits for another condition. And the worst is that you are rejected. But you always gonna be want to be evaluated with for this department. That's a medical department.
Okay, so the same thing I go through in the States is the same thing I'm going to go through here in Costa Rica. So, so it's even though we're in Costa Rica, Central America country, Latin American country, it's the same process with an American company.
American company too, so they have the same rules.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, can I get coverage? The question is, yes, you probably can based on your health and your habits and what kind of coverage you want. What are some other benefits that BMI has to offer that would be a good plus to consider BMI?
Okay, all our plans or all our insurance are comprehensive. That means that you will have the hospitalization, the outpatient, accidents, maternity, also others like chemios or dental accident, treatment for dental accidents, or treatment for sports, for accidents, if you are doing any sports, not professional. That means that you don't have to receive any payment, okay? If you are playing soccer, you are whatever, you are covered, but you don't have to receive any payment, but that is a professional sport, right? You will have the Tarjeta Más. Tarjeta Más is another card. Well, right now we are using the digital documents, digital IDs. So, but Tarjeta Más, that means that you will have discounts in pharmacies, in laboratories, and optical, dental, because you know
and dental. Did you say dental?
Yeah, but that yeah, dental, right, dental. But that discount, because the only thing that the insurance going to cover you is because you have an accident, okay? You are playing soccer and you stuck with another person, so you broke your teeth, so you are gonna have that coverage, okay? For example, but you have also the I don't know how to say that, telemedical consultation for doctors. That's doctors. Actually, some of them are in Miami, actually. And you will have a funeral service. I don't have to use that, but you have that coverage. You have also sorry, and BMI Access is a platform that is for help you to coordinate any treatment out of Costa Rica. If you want to go out to US, for example, you have the international. Well, that is if you have an international plan, because BNI has national plans that is with a low coverage, and the most of them are international. So if you want to go out of Costa Rica to have any treatment, BMI Access will help you to coordinate everything there.
Okay, super. What is a vast array of options and things that you can cover. One of the key things that people are concerned about is what is the turnaround time average for a claim payment?
Okay, yeah.
Average.
Yeah. We try. Well, actually, that is one of my tasks here for my insurance person here, and we try to get it in 15 days, but can be more. But average is maybe 2-3 weeks, something like that.
Okay. That sounds good. How if I disagree with the BMI's decision about something to cover or not to cover, or is there a way I can appeal that and just have a hearing?
Yeah, of course, you can appeal. I am work with you with that. I am doing that right now. Sometimes it's not the usual, because when they say, okay, it is rejected because something is true, right? But sometimes you have to appeal everything. And sure. Let me say you that sometimes you as insurer has the right. So they say, okay, it's okay. All
okay.
Right. Yeah, but that is part of my work to help you.
Good. So it's not like a stiff neck. No, I mean there's an appeal process. No. That's good. That's.
No.
See, I think I lost my camera. I'll keep talking and I'll find my camera. Hey, this next subject nobody wants to talk about, and it is life insurance, because the thing about life insurance is like my picture went away. I won't be around. So what kind of life insurance packages do you have? Do you have a term or do you have the package deals? Tell me a little bit about the life insurance offerings of BMI.
Yeah, we have two kinds of life insurance. One of them is the traditional life insurance. That means that you pay or you contract the life insurance policy, and if you pass away, if you die, your beneficiaries will receive the benefit. Okay, the amount you contract when you took the life insurance, right? It is the term plus. That's the name, term plus. Why term? Because you can take it for 5, 10, 15, 20, or 30 years. Okay. The minimum amount of the coverage is $250,000. So it's a good coverage. Okay. It's ideal for families. For example, dad or man who has that have maybe little kids, they have to be sure that if they pass away, the kids will be good coverage in the economical thing, right? And the other we have, it's really interesting because BMI is the only company who has it here in Costa Rica. It is, you will have two protections, double protection. The life insurance, that means that the compensation if you die, right? It is from 100,000. But you, at the same time, you will get savings for medium or long term, because it works with investment with the stock indices market, that is the Nasdaq. 100, and also S&P, that's the Standard & Poor's 500. That's the only here in Costa Rica, and we have because of that, they have the average of 8 to 9% every year of the interest to your money, and it's guaranteed because it works with the as I say, with the indices, right, of the stock market, but some years the stock market goes it is in red number. So it is, right, exactly. It is guaranteed because you will have, by contract, the minimum is 1%. So you never go to lose your money. It's really good. Actually, really good. It's the first time I present this in English, sorry. But it's really good. It's the best right now in Costa Rica. I can tell you that because I was presenting this with another quotation from another companies that they say, okay, I can give you savings. Yeah, actually, yes, but they are lines savings, and we offer this with the stock market, and it has more percentage of money to you to your savings. Yeah, but it's important to say it is medium or long term, right? Because it's investment. You need to have the money.
Yeah. If people are always daily watching that, they would have a heart attack and need your health insurance or life insurance. So it's a long term. So being BMI is from North America. Like when I was in Texas here recently, if I needed something, I'm covered there. If I died, I'm covered there. I mean, it's not limited just Costa Rica then.
No, you need to take or apply for insurance here in Costa Rica, or maybe living or have a residence here. Okay, that's important. Okay. But if you pass away in another country, you are covered. Okay, any place, any country, you are covered. I have a couple, maybe 3 insured on my portfolio, on my account, that they are right now living. 2 of them, I have 3. 2 of them in US and another in Mexico. But if they die there or in another place, they are covered.
Okay. Debbie, you've been Pura Vida living now for, what was it, 18, 20 years back when you were 30?
No, yeah. I was 10.
What are some things you've experienced or heard about, some horror stories? I know one where someone was in an accident and they didn't have any coverage, and they had to go through a process. But what are some things you found out about expats when it comes to health insurance and life insurance in Costa Rica?
Yeah, some of that is the you don't know what you don't know till you don't know it, right? That's kind of one of those things. And I've had friends that have been here and had some pretty serious things happen. Both of those experiences required being airlifted to San Jose. Because they were kind of like heart issues. And, the only insurance they had at the time was more like a travel insurance kind of idea. Not one of the really cheap ones, but one of the ones, there are some that are kind of pricey. They had one of those. And they did end up getting some of their money back, but not $50,000 they didn't get back, because she was there several days in intensive care and all that kind of stuff. And of course, there's the people who come and, they're doing all the activities, right? And don't really pay attention about, well, maybe they shouldn't be, doing the Superman on the zip line at their age and having a, and fall or trip. And as a frequent tripper myself, I know about that, and so it's just really important for people to plan and understand what they might need here. Trip insurance is fine. There's different flavors of that. for a shorter term idea until you get here and really find out what you need. And then BMI is really a solution to look at. And people can check them out and reach out to BMI on our website, the Quatro.legal website. We have them there as one of our people we have a kind of a partnership with. But yeah, it's really that not being prepared for the unexpected is a problem. People they do pretty good about being prepared for the expected. Like they bring their medications from home, they have a plan on how to get them. But it's more like if they need emergent care is what throws them off guard. And so if they're just planning on using some travel policy without having some actual genuine insurance like BMI offers, they're going to have a big surprise. It's not going to be as much here, for health care as it is in the States, or in other countries. It's very reasonable here. I don't have a lot of experience with, what those prices are, but typically testing is very inexpensive here. For instance, one of my friends, I just found out the other day, like a colonoscopy, if you pay out of pocket is $400. Well, that's not so bad, but what if you have to have surgery? Or what if you have cancer? What if, and so that's when you really need, a different product like BMI. And one thing I wanted to talk about for a minute, I think, Gabrielle, there are some add-ons to policies, right? Like the emergency transfer, different add-ons that they can do to their health insurance, right? That are an extra premium. Is that right?
Yeah, actually, when I send a quotation, I always add the travel assistance. Why? Because you will need it if you go out of Costa Rica just to have a trip. Maybe you want to go to see somebody or tourists or something like that. But yeah, it has an extra payment for the premium, but it is low. It is a low amount, really. It is $282 per year, but it goes to work for all the family. If you have a policy with 5, that's the only amount for all the family. You can go out of Costa Rica, 2, 3, 4, whatever. And you can go out of Costa Rica 45 days in each trip. But it give you the air ambulance. 3 years ago, we used the air ambulance with a kid. He lives with his family in Santa Teresa. They're in Punta Arenas, Santa Teresa. Okay, he needs an emergency attention, so we coordinate the air ambulance. The air ambulance is a benefit with the with the travel assistance. That's important to have it. It's important to have it. And we talked at the beginning that we have a network, right? You can use with the only plan that use network here in Costa Rica is the essential. If you have an Azure, for example, it's 5 million. If you have an Ideal, it's 3 million or a half million. The Ideal you can choose between 500,000 or 3 million. They don't have a network, so you can go any place here in Costa Rica and you will have our coverage. Okay, but as I say, we have in Guanacaste, San Rafael Arcángel, I think in Liberia, we have all the metropolitans. They're close to the beach, and we have a lot of clinics there. So our network is really, really standard here in Costa Rica.
Okay.
We have to try hospitals or medical centers close to you, close to everybody. But if not, if we have an emergency and really we need the emergency air ambulance, you will have it.
And it's expensive. The last I know, for us, it's about $16,000. That's a one-way trip.
Yeah, it's expensive. 3 years ago, it's a policyholder of mine. He's from US. Right now he's in US. We tried to coordinate from SEMA to US, the air ambulance, but at the end it wasn't impossible because he wasn't in good condition to make that trip. So he was to wait for 2 months. But yeah, we are, that's the BMI Access. Remember I said that BMI Access coordinate everything to help you. BMI Access helps to us to do those things.
So actually 6 weeks ago, I got online, Health Insurance Costa Rica. Of course, I had several sponsor ads come up, and so I started sending my information to get information, and I think I did 6 different companies. This is before I knew about you, Gabriela. 3 of them never contact me back, and the other ones were up in the States, and it looked like a lengthy process. If I contact you through the link that's going to be on this video through Quatro Legal, how quick do I get a real person response?
Yeah, because I received immediately, I received an email with your interest. So I am going to write you. I'm going to ask you what you are looking for. And if you need the information, I will send you the information. It's important to put put your email. That's important, or your phone number. But usually when you are for it, you usually use a phone number out of Costa Rica. Yeah, that's the usual I am seeing. But it's
and they don't have WhatsApp.
I will receive immediately that email. Oh, that link from Quatro Legal. Right.
Okay. Well, you'll get something from me. Because when, as an expat, and aging, and I'm not getting any younger, and pickleball's taking a toll on me, and I was wanting to hunt and for coverage, and like I said, 3 out of 6 contact me back, and which is disappointing because when I'm ready to make a decision, I want to get everything lined up, and I will look forward to hearing from you to see what options there are. Debbie, thank you so much for introducing us to Gabriela, and there is a variety of health insurance providers in Costa Rica, of course. BMI is one that you can certainly consider after hearing about this today, and the benefits and the successes that they've had, and the variety of offerings that they have. Anything else, Debbie?
I would just say thanks so much, Terry, for doing this with us. It's such an important topic, and people, of course, can go on the link from the webinar. They can WhatsApp, they can call, they can get an email, however they want to get a hold of us to find out the information they need, whether it's health insurance or residency or real estate, or actually, as we had the webinar before about moving your things. We just have a lot of services that people can tap into when they're wanting to come to Costa Rica. So again, I would just say, everybody, please like and share this so that we can spread the word, because it really helps us bring content to you that's important.
Yeah, and the more informed information you have, the better due diligence you can do and make better decisions, which brings about a peace of mind. And that's what Costa Legal, the series, is about. So, Gabriela, thank you for joining us. You'll be getting an email from me.
You write it there, right?
The family discount.
Yeah,
I'll do it here shortly. But thank you for joining us.
Gabrielle, was great. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Yes.
If you need information, we created here information in English for all of you that need it. That is best for you, Elizabeth, to understand everything we have.
And you are bilingual, apparently, which is great.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure you like the video and share it with somebody. You may not need it now, but sooner or later, you're going to be thinking about health insurance and life insurance. So thank you for following us today and staying tuned.
Okay. Thanks.
Have a nice weekend. Nice weekend to all of you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Quatro Legal, we care.